Former Air Force intelligence officer David Grush testified on Wednesday to Congress about the U.S. government having possession of non-human bodies. Take a look.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
The former intelligence officer was also asked if the government had information about extraterrestrial life, and he said the U.S. likely has been aware of non-human activity since the 1930s. Listen, they've been trying to tell us this for years. Are y'all surprised? Q, what do you think about this?
I'm not surprised. I definitely think that the government has a lot of information about things that the public is not privy to. I am also of the school of thought that most American people are stupid and that we don't need access to all information because it will most definitely and most certainly cause a shitload of pandemonium. What I don't understand, and maybe Al can better break this down because they never taught me this in civics, I never understood the disconnect between all the different branches of government and then the CIA, the space programs, the RIA, the CDA, the NBA, and all this different type of stuff, and how it is that this department of the government is able to have this secret information and the lawmakers and stuff do not know. Maybe Al can help me understand that. And then my other question would be, is he a whistleblower in this instance? Like, does he not work for the government anymore? Is he a civilian at this point? Why is this coming out at this point? Why from him? Where are his coworkers and colleagues, other people that can corroborate this story? I mean, I just have so many questions as to why, if so many people know about these things and have seen these things, he's the only person speaking.
Right. I'll help you as much as I can here, Q. So first of all, UAOs and UFOs, they report to the Pentagon, right? And he is an intelligence. He's an informant. So, you know, sometimes he works for the government, sometimes he doesn't. And that's where we are, Q. It's funny that you smelled that because we're still trying to determine the legitimacy of his testimony and his statement regarding the Pentagon's involvement with UAOs and UFOs. And why are they keeping the American people in the dark after they allegedly have known about this since the 30s? Now, the thing that I rock with him is his concern with the government not being transparent with the American people. That I can support. And we hope that House lawmakers treat this with as much seriousness, meaning his testimony with as much seriousness as they have with wanting to overturn Roe versus Wade. This is very important and they need to get to the bottom of this. Now, the problem is he's no longer an informant. Now he's just an expert witness. So what does that mean for people that he's testifying in front of? What does he know now?
You know, I used to read books about alien interactions. And, you know, for a long time, they were things that they were on the fringe, right, of society. People would laugh, oh, alien chasers and blah, blah, blah. Anything you want to know about the future or the secrets are usually hidden in plain sight. Look at entertainment. When you want to know like where we're going to end up or things like the future, look at movies. To me, my opinion, my theory, not based on anything but my observations, there's been a slow roll of a lot of things that they've been spoon feeding to us in a drip, 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 drip for many years. Independence Day, all these alien movies. And lo and behold, we're finally at a place. Look at Black Mirror from 3-4 years ago. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the series Black Mirror. Almost everything they showed us is happening right now with AI. And I remember watching like, yo, this shit is scary. I wonder if this is going to happen. Not even 3 years later, it's happening. So the stuff you want to know is going to happen, be rolled out in 4 or 5 years. Start looking at your entertainment. And The Simpsons. Oh my God, so many things that they've predicted.
The Jetsons.
Yeah.
Everything on the Jetsons is life right now, which is unfathomable when that series came out. When you and Claudia were in the 30s.
Hilarious.
Don't start you.
You
Why
know,
is he acting like he's not only like 8 years behind us or 9 years?
Right.
young, supple, 39.
But that goes to show us that they have
I can't wait till he turns 40. Oh my goodness.
But then I'll be a young, supple 40.
That does go to show you that they do know a lot more, way more in advance. And like I told y'all, go get that book, Behold the Pale Horse. They murdered that informant after 3 attempts, allegedly. He's no longer, he was unalived. Okay.